welcome to Lavender graduation, Hobart and William-Smith class of 2023. Welcome also to all of your friends and family and to HWS faculty, staff, and administrators who are here with us this evening, including President Giron is here. My name is Dr. Joshua Bastian Cole. I teach in the brand newly named Department of Gender, Sexuality, and Intersectional Justice. And I'm serving as the coordinator for the HWS LGBTQ+ Resource Center. It is truly my honor and privilege to convene the ceremony, myself a Lavender graduate of class of 2022. But first, before we begin, I acknowledge that Hobart and William-Smith colleges are located on the unceded territories, the traditional homelands of the Onondaga, the Seneca Nation. The Onondaga, past and present, are members of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, an alliance of 6 sovereign nations with a historic presence on this land, preceding the establishment of HWS, New York State, and the United States of America. May we pay our respects to elders past, present, and future, and to all those who have stewarded the land and water for generations. May this acknowledgement express a commitment to grow and deepen relationships with the vibrant indigenous communities who continue to thrive and uphold their sacred relation to this land. Please note that HWS Communications will be photographing this event. No photos will be shared publicly without your consent. And please use discretion while taking photos of yourselves and your friends, and confirm you have the permission of those people in your photos if you plan to share them on social media. So for those who don't know, Lavender graduation is an annual ceremony conducted on campuses around the country to acknowledge and honor the achievements of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer students. The Lavender graduation ceremony was created by Dr. Ronnie Sanlow, a Jewish lesbian who was denied the opportunity to attend graduations of her children because of her sexual orientation. Encouraged by the Dean of Students at the University of Michigan, Dr. Sanlow designed the first Lavender graduation ceremony in 1995 with 3 graduates. By 2001, there were over 45 Lavender graduation ceremonies at colleges and universities nationwide. Today, over 200 colleges and universities are estimated, and likely more than that, to offer Lavender graduation. Graduating students, including undergraduates and graduates, are invited to take part in the celebration prior to college and university-wide commencement events as its own space for recognition on a number of levels. Lavender, a subtle hue that shifts between light pinkish purples and gray and bluish tones, has had, despite its fanciful nature, its own historical significance in representing resistance and power. Lavender is important to LGBTQ+ history. It is a combination of the pink triangle that gay men were forced to wear in concentration camps and the black triangle designating lesbians as political prisoners in Nazi Germany. The LGBTQ+ civil rights movement took these symbols of hatred and combined them to make symbols and color of pride and community. The 1950s and 1960s saw the rise of the term lavender as a code word for homosexuality. During the McCarthy era, there was state-sanctioned discrimination when Eisenhower purged homosexual men and women from the federal government. This purge, the Lavender Scare, represented a climate of fear and suspicion that subsequently led to an estimated 5,000 and perhaps as many as tens of thousands federal agency employees losing their jobs on the basis of their sexuality. In 1969, the color came to symbolize empowerment. Lavender sashes and armbands were distributed to a crowd of hundreds in a gay power march from Washington Square Park to the Stonewall Inn in New York City to commemorate the Stonewall riots, initiated by trans women of color, that had just taken place a month before. It was also the year President of National Organization for Women, Betty Friedan, denounced the Lavender menace. The lesbian membership Friedan believed would threaten the feminist movement by destroying their credibility. At the 1970 Second Congress to Unite Women, a group of radical activists wearing hand-dyed purple t-shirts printed with the words Lavender Menace stormed the stage and demanded to be seen and heard. Today, here at Lavender Graduation, we see and we hear you. You are part of queer history, connected as we are, under the symbology of lavender, and you, class of 2023, are also the queer future. Lavender has been used as attempts to suppress and undermine us, but like we always do, we reclaim our space and insist on our presence, our present. Again, I am so prideful to be here with you now in our shared present, and in only a matter of moments, you will join the much larger national cohort as Lavender alumni. You will have a place here and everywhere, always. I am now thrilled to introduce our keynote speaker, Hugh Ryan, who gave a wonderful talk last night on his new book, The Women's House of Detention, winner of the 2023 Israel Fishman Award for Nonfiction, also known as the Stonewall Book Award from the American Library Association, and now a finalist for the 35th Annual Lambda Literary Award. Welcome, Hugh.